The Cure, Songs from a Lost World. Well, this is my first video on music, and what a great one because it's The Cure is one of my favorite bands of all time. Um, and I think like many people, whenever there's a band that's gonna do some sort of a comeback album, whenever they're from the 80s or older, doesn't matter who it is. I think whenever it's been a couple decades since their last record and they're making a comeback, it's always a little worrisome, you know? Why are they doing this? Are you too old? Or is this just a cash grab? Or are you having like some sort of midlife crisis or whatever, dude? You know, like they're just sometimes is hard to decipher if this is true passion, this is real, you know? And a lot of the times, I think they're kind of disappointing, you know? And it's only like the really hardcore fanatics that are the ones that they love it no matter what, and they'll eat anything up because it's the band they love. I am not one of those, especially because music isn't my number one passion. You know, it's obviously movies, it's obviously visual narrative art, but I do love music quite a bit. I love scores quite a bit. As if you see any of my videos, you know how much I bring up the score. But yeah, I love The Cure a lot. I love 80s music, I love goth music. They're very special to me. When I heard this album was coming out, I was just like, whatever, it's because of all the reasons I just mentioned. I was just kind of like, can't wait, but I'm also very cautious. I'm not holding my breath for this album. And man, I love this album. I can't believe how good it is. That's the phrase I keep coming back to. I just can't believe how good it is. For me, the most important thing is music first, then lyrics. And a lot of people love music for the lyrics, you know? For me, it's different, and I care a lot for music. Sometimes I could not even care about the lyrics or not even understand them. Like, I like the genre shoegaze, so a lot of the times you can't understand the lyrics. The music in this album is top notch. I love that it's exactly the DNA of The Cure. They don't sound like they changed, but it also doesn't sound like a rehash of old music. Like, it doesn't sound like they haven't changed one bit, but this still sounds like the same band from the 80s and 90s, you know? Like, it's them. This is just the next progression of their band's evolution. And it sounds just like them without not sounding like songs I've already heard before. It just like they do mix in some new things. Like there's like a bit of like a flare of jazz drums in there, I think. To me, I don't know, maybe it's just, yeah, the traditional jazz beats that I heard a couple times. There's also a lot of like rock and roll inspiration here. There's a couple solos that was refreshing to hear because in modern music there's not really solos anymore. There's some like metal goth type of riffs going on that I really enjoy. But at the end of the day, I feel like the album still feels very goth, very reminiscent of what came before. And I just love that, you know. And I love how almost all their songs, if not all their songs, have like a minute and a half long. They have at least a minute and a half, if not like 4 minutes, of just instrumental and just getting you in there. It's like a prelude, you know. And I love it. I love the music of this album. It's so good. It really moved me quite a bit. And then the lyrics. So I sat down and I listened to the whole album with the lyrics in front of me. And man, this is a sad album. This is a dark album, emotionally dark. And I love that. You know, I love that quite a bit. It's just so much. It's a lot. It's about grief. It's about loss. It's about death. It's about the war song. You know, that song is amazing, and hopelessness, I feel, especially towards the end of the album. I just get that. I just get hopelessness and just identity and remorse. Yeah, this album's lyrics are great, and I love the song "I Can Never Say Goodbye." Uh, I read that this song is about Robert Smith's experience losing his brother, and if you've lost anyone in your life, especially a brother like that, like, man, these lyrics hit home. Like, they really moved me, and it's just, I love how he said in an interview that he wrote various iterations of the song, but he ultimately just went with like the simplest, most blunt way and just tell it as it is. He talks about how it happened, like the November rain and all that, and then just how he feels about this loss. And I think that's why it hits home so much, because it's so raw. It's not extremely poetic. It's not obscure lyrics of loss. It's just, here's how I was feeling. Here's what I'm thinking. And yeah. So yeah, I just want to make a quick little video just because, again, I just can't believe how good this album is. And I've already heard the album like 3 times since the morning. Yeah, I absolutely love it. And yeah, let me know your guys' thoughts on this album. If you're a Cure fan, if you've never heard of The Cure, highly doubt it. Yeah, this was awesome. This was an awesome surprise to have. But yeah, thanks for watching.